EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from the Superdome. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. 2 yards on the pickup.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll send Flowers in motion. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Baltimore. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll send Flowers in motion.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Third down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. He'll step up and run. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Jackson now on second down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
A run here with Achane. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Javon Vele was the intended target. And it's going to be third down. On the ground, here is H.N. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
6-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
More to come. This is the NFL on EA Sports. What will the second quarter have in store? More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter two begins. As they've got it with fourth down coming up. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Jackson now to throw on first down. This one complete to Bateman. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Number 7, Rashad Bateman.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 6.
At the Saints' 32-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry.
Jackson's pass complete to Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To the air is Shuck. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Second down, Jackson. This pressure is relentless. They got him again. Chase Young. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. And this drive, an unmitigated disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time. So, on 4th down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley on to punt as he's standing right around his own goal line. This one heads directly out of bounds. The market just on the other side of midfield. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. He was brought down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd downs. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Open man down the field, it's Olave. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First catch in this one for Olave. And it gives his guys a first down.
The 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shuck quick to Olave. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
And 12.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Devon Bailey. Touchdown, Saints. Now, the extra point.
For the extra point.
He's got it. Saints will level things out at 7 apiece.
The game at 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
And 12.
Jackson taking a shot downfield. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Eckley on to punt. He sends that one skyward. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll be taken down. As time runs out, we've come to the end of the first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Brown now to return it. Woo! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the carry, it's Achane. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Back at the 23-yard
Well,
line.
they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
They'll send Flowers in motion. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll be 3rd down.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Throwing Jackson. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Well run with Achak. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield. Trey Hendrickson getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. That'll bring up second and long. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Let's go. 45. 1, 2, 0.
Throwing now is Rattler. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Mike Green getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. Here's Rattler. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They're going to go, and it's Rattler. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Result of the play.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll be slowed up and taken down. Away goes nowhere. Stuffed behind the line for a loss.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. They'll send Flowers in motion.
Jackson on the keeper. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now, Jackson. He'll take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way. And whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
They'll send Flowers in motion. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Here's Rattler on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
To throw on second down is Rattler. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Now it's Rattler. And that one's incomplete. And they really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete.